Charles Hoskinson had a very important sit down the other day with the authors of CIP 1694. That is the improvement proposal to bring Cardano into full governance. And this is what is going to bring us obviously into the Voltaire era, the last and final phase of Cardano, unless you consider world dominance number 6, right? Now, in this sit down, he talked about getting to this point of minimum viable governance. Okay, if you guys aren't familiar with minimum viable governance, it's basically governance, right? Community run, whatever, right? Community run organization with a slight touch of management oversight. Okay, they can essentially help steer in the right direction. And the great thing he talked about in this video is they're essentially at this point where they have enough in place that they can start this. All right, they can start working on this minimum viable governance, and they can find out essentially deficiencies along the way. I recommend going and watching this video. Watch the full video. There is a link there too. And you can see that Charles Hoskinson does have confidence in that we are basically ready to get going on this. And this is an important point because this is conceptually what Cardano has been about this whole time, is getting to this point of full governance. Okay, this is the step to get there. If minimum viable governance runs great and there doesn't need to be that much oversight, that's when we can make that final step to the Voltaire era. Okay. Now, other people are probably a lot more knowledgeable than me when it comes to this point, but I'm learning, guys. Okay. I'm learning right along with you. Again, remember, I didn't pay attention to Cardano until I started making content last year. There's a lot of the phases that I missed, a lot of the implementations that I missed. But the great thing is we're obviously here along on this journey together. Now, things are going to be very, very interesting for Cardano this year. Obviously, we know about all these developments and stuff that are coming, which is awesome. But this is still a learning step, right? This is a learning phase because this has never been done before in terms of Cardano. Most other chains have not switched over to this full governance either. I would argue that probably Terra Classic is one, and that's probably the only one I can think of. You guys can probably drop in the comments some other ones that have done this. But it's important that it's done right because you obviously don't want to blow everything up at the meantime. You don't want to have this fast transition over and do things wrong. But right now, everything seems to be on the right path. And I love the fact that, Charles Hoskinson is so driven towards bringing Cardano to this phase. I don't even want to say phase. We'll say this existence. So appreciate you guys as always. Check out that video if you guys haven't already. But appreciate you as always. Definitely show your support below. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care.